Okay, quick Wednesday morning radar update. FTSE through opening range highs, working on a swing day. 250 inside day. Small caps through yesterday's high, which was an inside day. Swing days way above on the small caps. And the DAX, range bound, just closed the gap, but yeah, working on a swing day from the 10th of the 1st. Swing days in the US yesterday. Let's actually just go and dig a little bit closer into that. Oh, I mute the browsing PC. It takes a few seconds to load this market internals page. So S&P, a little bit slack on the volume, but we have high tick low trend and we have a swing bar. I will just jump onto the markets to have a look how they closed in the US. Small sort of hammer off mean trend in the tranny. Swing day on lower volume in the Dow. Swing day in lower volume on the S&P. That might change through the morning as volume comes into it, and it could easily go on volume. So we're literally just shy of having an on volume day there. And the same in the Nasdaq. The volume hasn't even come through for the Nasdaq yet. They are delayed, these feeds. They update through the day, the volume on these, you see. You get a better idea before the US market opens. And Russell, Grandad Russell, you've got like a little baseline here with supply, but obviously the weakest market. DAX, potential right side of a base. FTSE 100 strong. Moving on. Let's just jump straight into the volume leaders today. A new trade dropped in chat today, and in the members Twitter account. Do your own research as always. We will see it on these screens today. Do your own research. Do not just blindly follow. You know, I share my work so you can dig into it and see how I make money out of the markets. If you just follow trades without a trading plan, no position sizing and things like that, it won't work for you. You know, you've got to understand these things. So dig into the tutorials, understand exactly how the money is made. It's 10 o'clock. We should have traded 23% to beat on average volume. It's not a bad day. Not a bad day. So lots of investment trusts in here. Banks, obviously, a bit rear view for us now. We've seen those move in. I would say first retrace. Let's just buzz through these. See what's in there. Impacts sat right on mean trend again. Obviously BP. Oilers are on the gas today, but you know, that's a swing move for an efficient stock. If in my sort of you know, we looked at these from the pullback is what I'm trying to say. Same with SQZ, you know, it's way behind where we, I dropped a little video on that actually, on the YouTube, so. There's where reward to risk is found and where the moon people squawk about these things. So know who you're following. Know where you're doing business. Are you following a news feed, or are you following someone who trades the markets? You know, the two are very different, aren't they? 10 o'clock, we should have 23. So small caps clearly on volume today. We've got a lot in these. I'll just buzz through them. Let me just yeah, so there is a trade in here, what we've talked about this morning. DCTA. A little carrot for you to do your own research. And I'm just going to buzz through these. See what we see. No forward on a lot of these. Savannah is a lose more scenario. Nice looking little POS area that, but yeah, it is a full on POS, whatever anyone tells you. Obviously this one a little bit low beta, but wasn't a POS in the mining space. Zephyr Energy. I'll just put the log scale back on here so we can see where I got involved on Zephyr. So if you like the POSs, you know, make sure you're getting a good reward to risk on them. I'm not in it anymore, but it was a big pop in that one for my account. EQLS. This one's a little bit rear view for us. It's a recovery stock. I'll just punch it in for those who are EQLS. It doesn't quite tick the GTRS, does it? But you know, as a recovery stock, and you know, I will just say that I'm holding PMP, which is a recovery stock as well, and that doesn't, you know, we know what we're trading towards in those recovery stocks, so we compare them against each other is what I'm trying to say there. You know, they're not going to compete with a GTRS stock, are they? But you know, base, first pullback, second base, you know, it's in a stage 3 there, isn't it? I do not have a position. So that's an important point. You know, I try and load my portfolio in the best growth stocks, and I have the occasional recovery in there. No need to load a portfolio with recovery plays. You know, there should be, if recovery plays are going to work out, there will be good growth stocks what are gonna you know, grind ahead of those stronger sort of growth stocks what should be acting well. You know, you're not going to get recovery stocks making a move without the growth stocks being in play, in my opinion. There will always be enough of each to weight the portfolio in the growth area for me. A Gulf Keystone. So that was kind of a deep pullback. If you want to know about the reverse volatility base, you know, it widens, it gets more volatile in the right side. Go and have a look at the share scope tutorials again. And this was a deep first pullback, and this is the area it came into, you know, the old 10-month, which is quite, you know, an area where it's the 200 day, isn't it, about where reward to risk can be found. Not for me though. Just buzz through these last ones, see what's in there, and prepare to walk away from the computer for me. My work is done. I do 3 hours in the morning, and with the sun shining I am going to walk away, take the dogs out. BTU, obviously rear view for us, still grinding. CNIC, so we did look at this one, didn't we? It's not for me because it's a choppy kind of, what, it was wide and loose. This base was so wide and loose. We looked at this reverse vol here, and then same again, share scope tutorials, though it was a tightening base but on a really wide bracket, you know, 40 to 50% maybe, I don't know. But first retrace was the area where, for those who were interested in that, they will get some reward to risk, and that was the first time it hit our screens on the retrace. So it made a pretty good move out of there, 80%. Maybe it will base around here, who knows. And GHT on volume gapped above the base yesterday. PODP, got nothing on this one. It's a lose slightly less with turnover ticking up. Pod Point Holdings Group. I'll just punch that in because I'm not PODP. Not made the screens yet, that one. Yeah, no, it's not exactly punching, is it? Okay, that's Wednesday's volume leaders.